Turn the ship around. We'll put it back.
The Vulgus fleet is retreating. I repeat, the Vulgus fleet is retreating. Command, what's the situation?
We've confirmed there has been a massive explosion at a critical fortress. The Iron Heart appears to be destroyed. But I can't locate the Descendant signal. Descendant, please respond. Descendant!
Descendant, can you hear me? The Iron Heart has been destroyed. Thank you for believing in me. Now no one can alter the balance of Ingress. However, Ingress still needs you.
Arcade signal detected in the Void Dimension. This signature is... It is the Descendant's Arcade.
Seneca, confirm the coordinates. Engaging emergency transmitter. Initiating transmission.
Initiating ground interception response system. All available combat personnel and descendants. Please
Success.
pull out the guided capture zone.
Thank heavens, Descendant. You're okay. I thought we had lost you. Your chance of survival was close to 0%. I think the destruction of the Iron Heart forced a connection to the Void. That's why you were sucked into Void space. Anyway, I'm very relieved that I'm able to personally deliver this incredible news to you. The operation to destroy the Iron Heart was a success. The Vulgus forces at each front are retreating. The fact that they've ceased attacking suggests that Corel must have lost a significant strategic target. After being outmatched at every turn, humankind has finally turned the tide in this war. I'm compiling all operation reports, including for the situation at the White Knight Gulch. All descendants that were dispatched there are reported to be fine. Alpha will explain in more detail. Please return to HQ. Oh, just a moment. Speaking as myself, and not as an executive officer of HQ, I'd like to personally thank every descendant. Especially you. You destroyed the Iron Heart and prevented an unimaginable crisis. We're all in your debt. Thank you, Descendant, for everything.
Standing by for Operation Debrief. Descendants who have returned to Albion, report to HQ.
Good job, Eugen.
You too, Captain. Blair, you'll cook something for us when we get back, won't you?
Of course! We're gonna empty the food stores.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
If it's new research, I'm listening.
Welcome. You're here for modules, right?
Got a question about the operation? Good job, everyone. No. Good job doesn't do it justice. The future of the entire human race depended on this operation. And humankind came together to pull it off. Now, Karel and the Vulgus are retreating. Karel discovered that we had taken the inverted Ironheart and tried to come after us. But he was too late. By then, the heart had already been destroyed. We've achieved this major victory due to your actions, Descendant. I'm very glad that we have all of you and the guides still with us. However, Karel took the Ironheart we used as bait and disappeared without a trace. We're currently using all of our recon assets to search for Karel's flagship, but we do not know what the outcome will be. We have to remember that this war is not over yet.
You have completed one of the sacred missions of the Ancestors, Descendant. I'm so proud of you. However, there is something I must tell you regarding the destruction of the remaining Ironhearts. Come, Descendant.
Fixing and making things is my wheelhouse. Go on, what do you need?
Many people were willing to sacrifice their lives for the final operation. But your courage was exceptional.
Descendant, I am so glad you're still alive. The hero that saved humankind. I have a favor to request of you. When I located your RK signal in the void, I was very relieved. Losing a descendant such as yourself is like experiencing the apocalypse all over again. I am very pleased to see you again, Descendant. However, the energy generated from the destruction of the Ironheart has sent ripples through the deepest recesses of the void. Unfortunately, this means we're likely to encounter Colossi of a completely different standard.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
Descendant, I have heard that humankind has triumphed against Corel. Humans have won many battles over the years, but they continue to lose the war. Until now. This victory has helped to completely alter my perspective on humanity and descendants. Although, you did all destroy the Ironheart. The Council of Magisters won't easily forget the choice made by Albion headquarters. And considering that Magisters are of Vulgus origin, the enemy may be closer than you think. But that's only the stance of the Council of Magisters. Some of the Magisters, myself included, will still root for humanity. I want you to remember that I will continue to stand with you all, despite whatever policy is decreed by the Council. It seems as if you'll need many things from me going forward.
You already look fine, but I'm gonna make you look finer.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay. Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
Let me tell you how I managed to come back from the void.
I will not be afraid. Are you? Are you? Are you? Are you? Are you? Ready to be shocked?
If it's new research, I'm listening.
Just say the word. I'll find out everything for you.
you were there.
You need information about the... I'm sorry that our meeting, but this matter, since the destruction of the... Have you completed preparations?
I was lost in thought. Sorry, I didn't know you were there. You made it. You don't know this place, right? Neither do I. I'm tempted to explore every nook and cranny, but given the situation, I can't. Anyway, I've got information I need to tell you. So let's get to it. This is such a quiet and desolate place. It's a shame you have a mission to do. HQ must be in a hurry. Let's walk and talk. Since I'm temporarily in charge, I'll be briefing you on your mission. We've detected an increased amount of dimensional anomalies in this area recently. The phenomenon seems to be a temporary one, but we need to know if something like this could lead to a dimensional breach. The targets to be investigated are the Dimensional Energy Survey Points and the Colossus Guided Capture Zones, just to be sure. They do seem pretty far away, don't they? I guess that's why we've been issued with that new mobility equipment. What is it called again? Apparently, it was decommissioned after the development of RK teleportation. But I've been told there's nothing quite like it for physically traveling long distances. As Kyle said, riding this bad boy was like riding a wild horse across the plains. Ew. Anyway, it's a shame that such a useful piece of equipment was retired. It was probably because there's nowhere to use it, right? Other than Albion and Kingston, we've lost most of our territory. After the war is over, we should all take a trip to the seaside with this thing. I hear you can still find unpolluted water out beyond the Axian Plains. Oh, yeah, operation instructions. Look, it's written in the manual here. I've tested it a few times, but I'm still more comfortable in my liquid RK state. I'll practice with it some more later. You go ahead.
Large clusters of breach creatures have been detected within the unstable dimension zone. Search and destroy. What? Are you saying they're not actually Vulgus? Legion Special Assault Ship detected in the airspace. Descendant, engage the assault ship. Descendant, this is surprising. And not in a positive way, of course. It may be hard to believe, but the body tissue of the Vulgus you are currently engaged with contains Colossi DNA. The situation is more critical than we thought. If the Vulgus have created a new species, we need to gather as much data as possible to develop effective countermeasures. We're classifying the Vulgus currently in Axion under a new category. Designation is the Legion of Breach. We are detecting mixed Vulgus and Colossi signals. The exact size of the force is difficult to determine. We advise all descendants to engage at their discretion. Tactical transport en route to the descendants' position. Close air support available. Danger close. I repeat, danger close. I'm detecting biosignals of powerful enemies. They appear to be different from the usual Legion of Breach units. Units detected. This is a match for the Abyss Scarab, a creature which is indigenous to the Axion Plains. It's likely to be a mutated variant. I received the materials you sent. It's clear that the dimensional balance has been compromised since the Ironheart was used. While I analyze the energy patterns, I need you to investigate a few other locations. Do you see those giant circular structures? They're called Colossus-guided capture zones. If a dimensional breach were to occur, these constructions would be the only remaining defense against any Colossi on the Axiom planes. I need you to go and survey these Colossus-guided capture zones. As expected, many of the outer walls have suffered severe damage, and the decoy pulses are non-operational. Hold on. This signal is... Descendant, you need to get out of there, quickly. A void storm is rapidly approaching. Balbi, do you copy? Fall back, both of you.
Warning. Large-scale dimensional breach process. Please evacuate the area out of range in silence, or vacate the Colossus-guided capture zones. All sensors limited. Please respond to ground detection.
Descendant, do you read me? A powerful void storm is approaching the Axion plains. Energy readings are approaching Sigma level. Evacuate to safety before it's too late. Descendant, this looks like a dimensional breach in progress. I repeat, dimensional breach. Colossus inbound.
Nell, what's happening?
A dimensional breach has opened directly onto the Axiom plane. All investigative personnel have withdrawn.